Hello everyone, it's me Hunter, and I'm back with another CoolRidge Productions MOC. First kind of larger MOC since I've had the room rebuilt. If you haven't checked out the room rebuild videos and eventually I'm going to have a room tour. I'm not sure when this video is coming out in relation to those other two videos, but they're definitely kind of interesting without a doubt. So go check them out if they're out now or if they're out later. I also want to apologize ahead in advance for any noise you hear. When we still haven't put my door back onto my room, so I can still kind of get some of that background outside noise from upstairs. And for some odd reason, the staircase, I think, amplifies it. And there's reasons I can think of that, but that's not important. Right now, this is important. Once again, I've kind of tried to do a little kind of base or hanger. As many people I think know, and as I often get scrutinized for, which I fully hardly agree with, I gotta adjust my tactics and stuff, is I'm still a box builder, and I hate that about me. One reason it comes down to my parts supply. I don't have a lot of fancy parts. I do just have a lot of 2x4s and lack of motivation, mainly because since I always look at these really cool other bases and I just don't have the parts for it. So I say, you know what, I can build battlefields pretty well. I'm just going to stick with that. So I had this idea originally for a couple clones and some Jedi sneaking into a droid base or an outpost or sneak attack. That didn't really work, and due to some structural kind of builds, I ended up making it too small, and to add in the stuff I wanted to add in just didn't work. And then I had this idea recently to do a kind of what remains of a Jedi and his clone forces losing and needing an evacuation. So here I have on the gunship two of my custom ARC troopers. They are swooping in to save what remains of the clone forces. This Jedi and his clone forces, we got two clones here, as well as a clone captain over there. They were instructed to steal some information, however they failed, and in their escape they were hoping to use this shuttle. However, the shuttle was out of fuel, so they had to call in the ARC troopers to evacuate them. I actually had a lot more fun with this build than I thought I would, in the sense of difficulty. Like I said, the idea didn't work, so I should do another idea. And for coming across those kind of struggles, I enjoyed it more than I did. I did get frustrated after a while, so that's why I will admit I don't have as much detail on the roof as I should. Although I do like the antenna. It's kind of my first attempt at a larger antenna. I think the dish part came out fine. I just need a better design to attach it to the actual base. Down below, the landing pad. I didn't really care much for the terrain because your focus is obviously going to be up here. But I thought I got a small cup of these little kind of vines, and I have a lot of these little kind of brown plant type things that you can stick the vines into. So I said, let's try this kind of vine type vegetation, and it worked out. I ran out of the little brown part, so I don't have as much as I'd like around back, but since you are looking at it from this angle, I think you got just enough vegetation to see what the idea is. I am going to go ahead and take the roof off. I will say the one advantage to building these box style bases is I can design an easy system to remove the roof. Roof. I know, I think I've had several people comment my videos of my pronunciation of it. But let's move on. Sorry, every time I say that in a video, I got a comment on one of my first videos about it, and I always think back to it. But anyways, not much going on inside the base. We have a whole bunch of droids. We got some commando droids down there. One with a rocket getting ready to take out the gunship. And we got some other droids. Kind of see one of the clones just stepped outside the base before he met his end. I have a little kind of computer or information system right here. Kind of gives the droids the information on the shuttle. And then we just have some security droids that were cut down, shot. I have some barrels of rhydonium. And then I got some other crates and some dead droids. Some droids you can see have blasters, some droids don't. It's kind of the idea of they're moving the crates around and just working on the shuttle, not prepared for the Jedi and clones trying to make their escape. So overall, for kind of facing some challenges of trying to put the roof back on, some things not going as planned, I think it turned out okay. Again, I'm not the most fancy base builder, structure builder, and it's just who I am, and I need to improve on that, I'll admit. But as I've said before, I really prefer building the battles, excuse me, the battlefields. So we're going to be heading back to that in my part 2 to my room rebuild. I'm not sure if that's going to come out before or after this video, but in that part I talk about a future build I have planned, which I think a lot of people will be excited for. But yeah, oh, the last thing I did want to talk about though is in here we have Lego clone pilots with the Clone Army Customs. I think it's hard to tell if it focus. So the lighting provides a bit of a challenge. Let's see if I get closer if it'll pick it up. Nah, but I think you can kind of get it. It's a Lego Clone Wars torso with a Clone Army Customs pilot helmet. And actually, though I'm not a big fan of Clone Army Customs helmet on Lego bodies, it worked out. It did what I needed to do. I'm not sure if Clone Army Customs kind of, excuse me, sells the regular Lego pilots, or if he only does the kind of custom versions. And I didn't want to use the Lego's 501st pilot, because obviously this is not the 501st. I said a couple times now and I hate myself for it. Sorry, totally getting distracted. But I'm going to end the video here because I talked about everything I wanted to. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I don't think it's my best build. I don't think it's my worst build. And I know compared to other people, the base isn't phenomenal. But it's what it is, and I enjoyed building it. So please like or dislike the video. It lets me know what you think of what I'm working on. If you want to talk to me directly, you can either use my email that's in the description of the video, or follow me on Instagram. My Instagram username will be in the description as well. And please remember to subscribe. As we back up to look at the another overview of the space, I will see you in my next video.